White Baleno car is blocking the road. 6605. 6605 white Baleno car. 6605 white color Maruti Baleno.
Hare Krishna.
Hare.
You all can repeat this verse, please, from Bhagavad Gita 14.16. Dvavimau purushau loke Sharaschaksara eva cha Sarah sarvani bhutani Bhutastokshara uchyate Dva means two. Means in this world, there are two living entities. One is called Kshara, another one is called Akshara. Kshara Sarvani Bhutani. In this world, all the jivas are called as Kshara. But Akshara means those who are aligned with the will of the Lord, and therefore they are considered one in quality with the Lord. Like that. One of you got the mic with him, please.
There are two classes of beings, the fallible and the infallible. In the material world, every living entity is fallible. And in the spiritual world, every living entity is called infallible.
So here there are two types of living entities, fallible and infallible. If you read this, the living entities are eternally. Read this.
The living entities, from starting from here?
From here, rather highlighted.
The living entities are eternally separated parts and parcels of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. When they are in contact with the material world, they are called Jiva Bhuta. And the Sanskrit words given here, Ksharaha Sarvani Bhutani, mean that they are fallible. Those who are in oneness with the Supreme Personality of Godhead, however, are called infallible. Oneness does not mean that they have no individuality, but that there is no disunity. They are all agreeable to the purpose of the creation.
So, you all had a very wonderful Rathayatra. Last several weeks, together and Prabhu and team, you have been absorbed in consciousness of how to put up the festival in different colonies. Not a very easy thing. How many totally 18? How many? 20. That's 20. So the news has gone all around India. Many people are appreciating. In one area of Hyderabad, so many others have happened. Many calls from many people. What is the secret of so many others in one place? Who are the fellows are running in one area? So we can expect some teams of devotees to come from different parts of India to see how we coordinate in different gated colonies, gated societies. Very, we have mastered that art now. We can with 1 and 2, and then now we just split to so many. And Giran Prabhu and his good wife are aiming at 108 one day. Actually, scaling is possible when your core community members are increasing, plus you have a well laid out plan which can be multiplied, well thought out plan. Actually, when Prabhupada also started the movement, he started with systems. If you are a system thinker, then system thinkers always put up things. We have SOP, we say, isn't it? Standard of practice we have, we put it down in writing. And, the only main difference between industries and what we do is the love for God. Now, devotees do it voluntarily, putting their heart, love for his mother, his children, everybody. Nobody has any other motive other than to please Prabhupada and Guru and Krishna. Very beautiful effort. So, now consider this Rathayatra now. You will see that if a Rathayatra is planned out, then everybody is cooperatively working, it becomes very nice. Some housing colonies you go, you say you want to do Rathayatra. Why you want to do? People ask us example. And we tell them, we are not doing any wrong thing, we are not drinking and rolling on the road. We are doing such a good thing. So that in America, first time when Rathayatra happened, the government was little concerned that they say they are going to get few hundred people. So they sent many policemen to accompany the Rathayatra to control the mob in case the mob breaks out. But to their great surprise, they saw from the beginning of the Rathayatra to the end, the whole parade was so calm and peaceful, very nice, kirtan and dancing. The police returned back and said, we had no work to do. We also had a very nice Rathayatra walk. And they gave us prasad, we ate and came back. So, later on, police commented, we have never seen such a mass of people so well disciplined. Because of Rathayatra in San Francisco. Generally, wherever there is a big crowd and they lift the flags and they protest and they shout and everything. Here also, everybody shout the holy name. And protest people shout which incites the other parties. Whereas here we follow the holy name. So that is how. But getting permission is oftentimes not easy because in this world there are different type of living entities who may not align with the Lord's will. In America also, how they got the permission? They said we just have 3 hand-driven carts for which we need permission. They said. So immediately the leaders thought it is a bullet cart or something. Later on, when they came and said the big cart. Even Prabhupada was amazed, how you guys got permission? So they call it a hand-driven cart. Although it is hand-driven, the number of hands are 1,000 hands. It's not one hand. You picture it like the bullet cart to one person putting it. So once they got permission forever after that. So it was very memorable that I was in multiple places. One amazing thing with this Bhakti center is devotees never get tired here. I always see that, hundreds of Bhagavatam sets distributed and immediately after that, the Gita Jayanti comes and I have seen videos of devotees in their own sitting in circles, Matajis, and there are also Prabhuji circles reciting the shlokas of the Bhagavad Gita. And then there's Gautama, there is Janmastami, every festival has some target also, some goal to be achieved. It's a Bhakti center, is a blissful center, very beautiful center. One thing is you need a bigger place, 4 times this size actually. Right? Because if all the preachers are going to bring their members of their gated community to show their Sunday evening program, correct now? You want to bring them, there definitely you will need a bigger place in future. You have to think in that direction. So I asked the devotees, what is going on here? They told me that Kiran was taking the 15th chapter of the Bhagavad Gita. And then Radheshyam came, then we got absorbed by Radheshyam consciousness. For about 3-4 Sundays, I think, right now. So therefore I thought I will take one section of the 15th chapter, which is very, very close to my heart. Because prior to coming to ISKCON, I was going to various organizations. Because I come from South India, I come from a Shankarite family also. I had one wrong notion in philosophy before, that the jivas are conditioned in this world, but when you become purified and liberated, you become one with the Supreme. Ultimately, there is like one Supreme, and then that Supreme is multiplied into many, and then you become one with the Supreme and you attain Shanti. That was one type of philosophical understanding. And then at the same time, I used to wonder, what is this forms of Krishna, Rama, and all these forms? So when I read an impersonalistic book, that one impersonal observer comes in this world in varieties of forms, and then again it becomes impersonal. I was very sorry to hear that at that time. When I got it. Really? Suddenly is God just an impersonal entity who has no feelings, no emotions, and like a stoic thing. So, on the other hand, I came across some Vaishnava commentaries where I understood that the eternal truth is not just impersonal, it is impersonal much more. Beyond the impersonal absolute, there is Vaikuntha, spiritual world, where the Lord exists as a person. Just like in India, like you pay tax to government of India. Can you draw the government of India? It is impersonal. But behind the government, there is Prime Minister. Who is the person? And the Prime Minister also has 2 existences. One is at home, one is at Parliament. Similarly, Lord has a home and Lord has the Vaikuntha, which is Parliament. Lord has 2 situations. So these things I had read in Vaishnava literature to some degree, but I was not very clear. In those days I had ambiguity. So when I came to IIT Bombay, Devamrita Movie used to come, and I asked him, is God personal or impersonal? What does your Siddhanta say? He said, God is impersonal and much more. I said, that is all right, but impersonal is all right, but what is that much more? I asked. He said, that you will learn in future class. Very smart. That's how he answered it. So then he told me, just keep coming, you will learn. And what is that much more? Then I understood. Brahmeti, Paramatmeti, Bhagavaniti, Shastyate. Later on I put it in the form of Radheshyam. See here, Jnani realized the Brahman feature, which is impersonal. The yogis realize Paramatma feature, which is super soul in the heart. And the Bhaktas realize Bhagavan feature, which is threefold training form of Radheshyam Sundar. Brahmeti, Paramatmeti, Bhagavaneti, Shandri. So, when you say, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Oh, when you say Jnani stand only, oh. They don't go beyond that. Only they are stuck in Om and Aham Brahmasmi and Om. And then when you go further, Namo means I bow down. When can you say Namo, that means there is somebody superior to me. Then only you will say Namo. Correct? Huh? As soon as you say Namo, that means God is great and you are small. And then who is that Namo you are going to? Bhagavate means Lord of six opulences. That is Paramatma. And the form of Vishnu form is Bhagavate. Bhaga means opulence. All beauty, all knowledge, all wealth, all fame, all this. That is Bhagavate. Then you may have a question, oh, what is that Bhagavan's name? Vasudevaya. Right now? You say, then you have to come to the understanding Vasudeva is none other than Krishna, who is son of Vasudeva. Another thing about that is Vas means to live. Vas plus Dev, Vasudeva. Vas means to live. Dev means Lord. The Lord who lives in the heart of all. He is Vasudeva. And the name is son of Vasudeva is also Vasudeva. So, in this way, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya, just like for example in a country, when you say the same thing, when you say, oh, it's like government of the country. Bhagavate means the Prime Minister's post, which has many opulences. And in India, many Prime Ministers have come and gone, but all of them are allotted certain privileges, correct now? Like for example, the Prime Minister can use the Parliament House in Delhi for his meetings, correct now? Like that, every day they spend more than ₹1 crore for his security also. You will see that in this way, Bhagavad means he has many opulences. He can declare a holiday for the whole country. Correct, no? Can we declare a holiday? We can, but nobody will do that. He can declare and it will be valid also. Correct, no? That is the opulence. Although he has 2 hands, 2 legs, 1 face like you and me, he has certain powers which we don't have. How many of you have seen when Prime Minister or a Chief Minister goes in a car, they have a bulb above the car. You seen that? And that can go even in one-way road also, it can go in both ways. And they can keep the car on the right side also. How many of you have seen that? Correct? That means he is beyond laws. Correct, no? They have no laws. Laws are only for the citizens. But those who are like in such big positions, they're given because their work is very important work. A lot of freedom. Similarly, all other conditions of the coming to this world, being karma bandhana, people in different bodies. But Lord comes of his own sweet will, and he can go out of his own sweet will. He has a lot of freedom. So, whatever. So, in this way, the government of India is impersonal, and the parliament understanding is personal, and the home understanding is intimate. So, this is available in the Srimad Bhagavatam, you learn it. Okay. Changing the cable. Yeah. You remember this? Okay. See here, you look at the mountain. The mountain looks very hazy when you go in the train from a distance, right? You all have seen like this, right? Now when you go a little more nearer, it looks like this. Is there a difference or no difference? Yes. Yeah, you get more clarity. And when you go even more near, see somebody is coming down. See? You get more detail. Similarly, when you see the absolute truth from a distance, it looks like this. Oh, that's all. But Jnani see, they don't see anything beyond this. But when one goes in Om meditation, more and more, Krishna says, Pranava Sarva Vedeshu. I am the Pranava in all the Vedas. He says, why in the Vedas some people ask Krishna's name is not directly there, why it is saying Om? See, there is one verse in the Rig Veda, Shyama Savalam Prabhashye, Savalam Shyama Prabhashye, there is one verse like that. And also for the Gopalapuri, there is a verse also. There are quotes are given in our book also. But they are very rare quotes. You don't find often. The reason for that is, like, when you talk of Krishna in an official way, his name is not Krishna or Gopal or Govinda or nothing. His name is Vasudeva. It's called as
Vasudeva.
Just like, for example, there was a small kid, like this small boy. I met a small kid. I asked him, "What's your name?" He said, "Which name?" Yeah. He said, "You have how many names you have?" He said, "In the school, my name is different. At home, my name is different." I said, "What's your name at home?" He said, "My mom calls me Dilkush." He said, "Oh, sweet name. Dilkush means one who gives joy to my heart." Right? "What's your name in school?" He said, "My school name is Dinakar." So Dinakar is called as different name. Now, will you find Dilkush in the school register? You won't find it. There what you will find? Similarly, in Vedas you will find Vasudeva. You will not find Kanu, Balu, Kanaya, Balaya. You will not find. That is intimately called the name by the devotees. Krishna is called as Vasudeva. So this is impersonal name. And then you see Paramatma, who is residing in the heart of all. And he is also residing in every atom, both places. And in the heart of all living beings as well as in every atom. This is Bhagavan. He's supreme. And when he has to do anything, he gets it all done from others. Expanses Vishnu, expanses Paramatma. So he's called as Bhagavan. That's why in Bhagavad Gita mentioned Bhagavan Vacha, correct? No? He doesn't say Krishna Vacha, he just says Bhagavan Vacha because it's Lord of all the opulences. So coming back to this verse, yes, see what Prabhupada says here. The living entities are all literally separated part of the process of Supreme Lord. When they are in contact with material world, they are called Jiva. I always used to wonder what is the difference between these two words, soul and living entity. So later I found out living entity means soul covered by two coverings, gross and subtle coverings. That's what living entity. But when we say soul, that means without any coverings. It's called soul. So the covered living entity is called Jiva Bhuta. Therefore, Bhu chad gaya, we say, so like that, people, all living entities are like Pishacha Pai, like the Bhakti Nahai. Prabhupada says, as if a ghost has entered into somebody's body, living entities in this world are all haunted with the ghost of three gunas. Rajaguna, Tamaguna, that behavior is very strange. I will show you some of the behaviors. See a small boy, what he says here. What he says? I like to play all day. He just want to keep playing. Children always like playing. But the mom wants them to study up, isn't it? So the human beings in this world they all want to just be naughty and just be playful. But the duty calls them. So what he says? TV watching makes me fool, he says. But when exams come, I realize I'm fool. So in this world you will find, when you are haunted by Rajaguna, Tamaguna, we get qualities of laziness and unrestricted action. Just like computer, it hangs, that is like the Tamaguna. And computer goes crazy, that is Rajaguna, correct? Similarly, we also have experience of that. When virus enters. Similarly, you see here, snooze alarm, sleep in bed, mom. This is saying, get up to study, my friend, it's time to learn. We all need someone to wake us up, right now. Thank you. So, actually, waking up is a very nice thing, but because of the three gunas haunting us, we tend to become lazy. See this fellow, too much. Sleeping all day on sofa and catching extra sleep. So, this is also due to what guna? If you go to bed early to bed, early to shine. You sleep early, you can quickly get up like this in the morning, not be lazy, sleeping so fast. Yeah. See, I don't know how many can say no to smartphone, I don't know. So that they help us with, So, see, this fellow got trapped in and why he got trapped? Because he thought somebody foolishly has kept a crocodile inside. That fellow who kept is not foolish, this fellow is foolish. He got trapped. See, again, he's trying crocodile again. So, just as this fellow tried to enjoy something and got trapped, all living entities in this world tried to enjoy and got trapped in the material body. Like this, you see, trapped into the wrong company. You get into the wrong company, you get trapped, See, Ravana was in Rajoguna and Kumbhakarna was in and Division. From that desires you understand. See, Ravana, what was his aspiration? When Brahma came, actually he cut his head 10 times and Brahma gave one head. That's why he got 10 heads. So, when Brahma appeared, he asked the boon that I want dominion over all living beings. And no Devata should be able to give me, no Asura should be able to give me. Very, very boons he asked, I want to rule over everything. So, but he forgot to ask for two things. No human being should give me or no animal should give me. That he didn't ask because he thought they are too insignificant. Therefore, Ram came in Navlila. So he was afflicted by rajas, therefore he was asking such benediction. And here you see this fellow, what he asked. Actually, he wanted to finish off all the demigods. So he wanted to ask a benediction which was Nirdevatvam. Nirdevatvam means no Devata should exist in this world. And all Devatas, when they understood his intentions, they were trembling. So they went to Saraswati and said, please, just it's time to ask something else. So Saraswati said, it's time. Then Brahma came, he said, please give me Nidratvam, he asked. So Nirdevatvam, he asked. What is Nidra? Sleep. He got 6 months to sleep, get up one day, again go to sleep. So what is that guna? Ramaguna. So Ravana in Rajoguna, Kumbhakarna in Ramaguna, and Vibhishan. Vibhishan, you know what Boon asked? Yes, sir, in this world, walking the right path is easy when everything is smooth. But when situations become very challenging, even a good person sometimes may misbehave. So he said, in all situations, let me walk the right path, even in trying situations. That was his prayer. So later on, when his brother Ravana and the whole ministers were against him, still he walked the right path. He went to Lord Rama and joined with Rama. So these three brothers, you will see what paths they took. See, Ravana kidnapped another man's wife and was destroyed. Kumbhakarna foolishly supported that wrong brother Ravana, he was also destroyed. But Vibhishan joined hands with Rama. You will see that. So you learn all these correct choices. How? By studying the scriptures. The scriptures teach you Viveka Buddhi. What is right, what is wrong, what to pick, what to drop, what is short-term benefit, what is long-term benefit, what is beneficial, what is harmful, everything. What to feed, what to fence, you learn the scriptures. Like for example, when you grow a plant, you have to water the plant, you have to put manure to the plant, right? You have to give sunlight to the plant, these are all feeding. And how do you fence the plant? You put some pesticide, insecticide, you put a fence around the plant so no goat will eat it. Right now, you can prevent the plant from harmful agents. Similarly, all of us, for our souls, we have to feed and fence. That's called Abhyasena Dhamkeya Vairagya. Abhyasa is feeding. Vairagya is fencing. The feeding and fencing technique we should learn. So, I have shown more guna-related things. So these gunas, there are some reversible choices we make in life, isn't it? Like here they're quarreling, but there is a possibility they may meet some devotee and take some counsel and become proper. But the right side shows non-reversible choice. I think they have diversity. Similarly, there are certain things with short-term bad consequences. You neglected studies, you got A grade. But somebody copied in the exam, they got. So you will see that the Buddhas may force us to make wrong and right and wrong choices. So, see, he is already eating for taste, not caring for the health. This is eating for health. See, some children don't like these two options, they want only one option. And you know which one is that? Only junk food. See, some people like this, isn't it? A lot of time gets wasted in this puzzle part. And it's better business. So this is the right option, the option both I have shown. So, we both know equal, see where this was. When you finish the work, you feel like this, right? Very happy. Jiva Buddha means, now I showed you what is Buddha. You know, Tamaguna, Rajaguna occupies the subtle body of the Jiva. The Jiva's behavior becomes erratic. But the Jiva Buddha is supposed to become Brahma Buddha. Brahma Buddha means, what is the famous word? Brahma Buddha Pradhanatma Nasojati Namasati Samasarveshu Bhuteshu Madhvati Yavate Param. So that he says, Nashojati means it doesn't lament. Na Kamshati means it doesn't hanger. So from hankering and lamentation is free. He is blissfully situated, relieved from all the gunas of this world, Tamaguna, Rajaguna, and everything. So they are actually infallible in that platform. However, Prabhupada says here, you see what he says, those who are in oneness with the Supreme Lord, however, are called infallible. Oneness does not mean that they have no individuality, but there is no disunity between them. They are agreeable to purpose of this. For example, if all of you agree to do a Devra, then in your colony the chairman agreed, and all the society members agreed, and everybody agreed to come and participate also. They give donations also. So that means they all are in one page, right now. That is called the oneness. Like in one home I went, they said we have 4 TVs. They said, I said, really? Why? Because we all want to see 4 different channels. So there is no oneness. Isn't it? Everybody wants to see different things like that. But like sometimes you see food also. When they make food at home, one fellow wants to eat junk food, another one wants to eat simple food. So then they can't come in the same dining table. Everybody has their own desire. Somebody said, I'll eat out. I will not eat at home. So there is no unity. So in the Vedic times, generally, all the family members come together, right? Come together, sit together and take at least one meal a day. That brings oneness in the family. So Prabhupada uses the word oneness in Sri Shopisha. And he says, if a family is aligned in the will, together, everybody says, father says, let's go to the temple. Wife is very happy to get ready to go to the temple. Children are ready to go. Everybody is going together. So then there is oneness in the desire. And there is no opposition. Nowadays society there is no oneness in spiritual things because many people, there is also asuric mentality also. There is a Devi Sampat, there is also Asuri Sampat. Devi Sampat means, that is aligned with the Lord. Asuri Sampat means that is opposed to the Lord. And there is opposed. So there is duality. Oneness actually means unity. Like, for example, when Krishna is dancing in the rasa dance with all the gopis, everybody is united in a prayerful mood, in samadhi of pleasing the Lord by dance. That is also oneness. Prabhupada writes it in the Sri Shopisha, for example. In Bible, there is one statement. Jesus says, I and Father are one. He says. That doesn't mean you take the father and son and merge them together and make one lump of flesh. There's no chapati gata like that. It's not like that. When a son and father are said to be one, they are one in quality and one in opinion. Like I saw one father and son, they were wearing same colored dress. Some families do that, right? Like mother and daughters, they wear same colored dress, and father and son, they wear same type of. So his kurta, his shirt color is matching with son's shirt color. His pant color matching. So they look similar, but still, like I asked the name. I asked the father, what is your name? He said, Reddy. I asked the boy, what is your name? Reddy. He said, both are Reddy. Huh? But one is a big Reddy, one is small Reddy. Right? Small Reddy is like Brahman. Big Reddy is Brahman. Small Reddy is like Brahman, like Atma. And big Reddy is Brahman. So that's the difference. There is no Atma and Brahman. Yeah, Prabhupada writes something. We'll read this one.
According to the statement of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Lord Krishna, there are two classes of living entities. The Vedas give evidence of this. So there is no doubt about it. The living entities who are struggling in this world with the mind and five senses have their material bodies, which are changing. As long as a living entity is conditioned, his body changes due to contact with matter. Matter is changing, so the living entity appears to be changing.
Yeah. In this world, all the bodies are changing. From childhood to boy to youth to old age. Yeah. See, the spiritual world, the body is not made up of matter. Therefore, there is no change. This requires little explanation. You will see, Narada Muni is flying from one planet to another, correct now? He even goes to Vaikuntha. What body do you think Narada has? Spiritual body. He's made up of Satchidananda Swarupa. But all of us also have similar body like Narada. Only thing is, right now, over that body there is the subtle body, which is mind, and gross body. So that is causing the change. Whereas in a spiritual body there is no change, he's saying. Then let us see, the next verse is very important. Uttama Purushasthanyah Paramatmentudakritaha Lokattrayamavishya Dabhyaya Ishvaraha.
Besides these two, there is the greater living personality, the same soul,
The Supreme Soul.
the Supreme Soul, the imperishable Lord Himself, who has entered the three worlds and is maintaining them.
That means he's talking about the third personality. There is the two souls, Kshara and Akshara. But the third personality, Uttama Purushastu Anyaha. What is the meaning of Anya? It's different. And what is his name? Paramatmeti Udakrita. His name is Paramatma. That means very clearly Krishna says Paramatma is different from the Jivatma. If you see the Upanishads, they talk of two birds sitting in a tree, correct now? One is a silent bird watching, witnessing. Other bird is eating fruits. Sometimes he eats sweet fruits, he's enjoying. Sometimes he eats bitter fruits, suffering. But other fruit is silently watching, other bird. So who is the fruit eating bird? Anybody can say? Who is the silent watching bird? So he's just like a father. He's taking a small son to the park. Like the small kids. Father takes them to the park. He is sitting in a park bench, taking the air, very nice, fresh air is blowing. He's relaxing and watching. But the son, what he does? Sometimes he goes and comes in that, slide. So when he comes to the slide, naturally he enjoys. Right now. Sometimes he keeps enjoying for a while, then he wants to change the game. Then he goes and sits in a seesaw. You know what seesaw? So one side he sits, other side nobody is there. What will happen? Like that it goes. And then he topples and falls. Starts crying. So sometimes the son is crying, sometimes he is enjoying. But what is father doing? That's watching. So father is giving a platform for the son to enjoy and suffer. Same thing Super Soul is doing. Okay, beta, chalo. Do whatever you want. Like for example, a king is allotting 1,000 acres of land to 1,000 farmers. Every farmer gets 1 acre land. And the king tells them, it's your choice what he wants to plant. So some farmers plant neem seeds. Some farmers are planting mango seeds. And in future, when they get mangoes, the mango farmer, he will enjoy the mangoes and he will smile. And those who planted the neem, they would suffer having to eat the bitter fruit. Or somebody is making a mixture of the two. Similarly, each of those fields is like our individual bodies. And the king owns all the 1,000 acres. That's like the Paramatma. He owns all the bodies. It is coming in the 13th chapter also, you must have read. You know the famous verse? You all can repeat after me. Idam shariram kaunteya. Idam shariram kaunteya. Kshetram vidhyavadhiyate. Kshetram vidhyavadhiyate. Evam yo veti tam prahuhu. Evam yo veti tam prahuhu. Kshetrajnam iti tadvidah. Kshetrajnam iti tadvidah. Kshetrajnam chasi mam vidhi. Kshetrajnam chasi mam vidhi. Sarva kshetreshu bharata. क्षेत्रज्ञयोर् ज्ञानम् ज्ञानं मतं मम. Very important verses. What he says, Idam Shariram Kaunteya. This body, Arjuna, is called as Kshetra. He's saying field. Field is not just this body. There's much more to it. The word Sangata, if you see in the 13th chapter, the meaning is, it is not just one thing, this body you see in the mirror. Like you have seen children playing in a sandbox, you have seen that? The sandbox becomes the limit of enjoyment of the child. In the sandbox there is seesaw, in the sandbox there is slide, sandbox there are toys to play. He is in that, so he just stuck there for years together. Similarly, think of a barber. Barber sees so many heads of people, so many hairs, so many lotions for the head, so many scissors, and then polishing knives and everything, lotions and everything. His whole world is limited to that. Take an IT engineer, whole life is sitting in the cabin. Just seeing. So he can become completely absorbed in that. Like this, you see this. We work so hard. You don't have much time for us, she's saying. I'm feeling so alone. So this is what is called as field. The field means you are in a field where you get completely absorbed the whole life in that place. Now think of a pujari in a typical temple in South India, you find he spends most of the time in Sankar right now. He's doing chanting of the mantras of the Lord. He's bringing the sacred waters, he's doing Abhishek. Some of the Sri Vaishnava temples and all, pujas go for hours together. Recently I went to Tirupati near Coimbatore, They took me, daily they do Kalyanam for the Lord and the two Devis, Sri Devi, Bhudevi. Daily it happens there. It takes like 3-4 hours program. And the Pujari is ecstatic, he's happily doing daily. So he has got such a field, that field is chosen by him. Field means your body and the things connected to the body environment. Now all of us, we can change our field if we want. You can move your life from being totally materialistic, and then you can move to your platform where there is something material, something spiritual, and very, very spiritual. The changing the field ability is there with every individual jiva. It's possible. So that's coming more in the 13th chapter. The king is the owner of all the fields, like Krishna is. That's what he's saying. Kshetrajnam chapi mom vidhi means I am also a Kshetrajna, he says. See, Jna means what? Knower. Kshetra means field. Kshetrajna means what? Knower of the field. You know your house. Another person may know his house. Every one of us know our own body. What is going on in your mind, I cannot know. What is going on in my mind, you cannot know. Correct? So in this way, our body and mind is known to us, so we are not Kshetrajna. But Lord is also Kshetrajna in every body, he is saying. So when do you use the word also? Kshetrajnam cha abhi, mam vidhi. Abhi means I am also. Will any of you say, I am also staying in that room if no one else is there? Will you say that? When do you say, I am also there? That means, hence proved that there are two souls. There is Jiva soul, and I am also there in each body, he is saying. So these verses also prove that super soul and soul are not two different personalities. Kshetrajnam cha abhimam vyakti sarva kshetreshu bharata. You are only in your body, but I am there in every body. That's what he says. Similarly, here also he says the same thing. Besides these two, there is a great three personality. Uttama Purushasthu Anyaha. Paramatma is Buddha. His name is Paramatma. He's saying. Prabhupada is quoting one more verse, please all of us repeat it. Nityo Nityanam Chetanas Chetananam Eko Bahunam Yo Vidadhati Kaman. Nitya means no. God is eternal, we are all eternal. God is cognizant, we are all cognizant. He is one, we are many. Eko Bahunam. He is one, we are plural. Singular supreme, plural subordinates. Like that. This is Upanishad, we are not talking Puranas. So many people, especially impersonalists, will tell you, quote from Upanishad. You can quote this one. Another verse I told you. Saman edakshe purusho nimagno anishesho sati mukhyamana. That is two words sitting in a tree. Mandaka Upanishad. You can quote that also. So, then with this we will conclude. Please repeat this verse. Yasmat charamati-toham akshara-vichottamah tosmi loke vede cha pratitah purushottamah. Yasmat charamati-toham. I am beyond the fallen souls. And then the second line was my turning point in my life when I first met Dr. Sampadaji. Showed me this line. And that was the time I decided that I will dedicate my life to this God. What is this line? Akshara Ravicha Uttamah. I am also beyond the liberated souls. Very clearly Krishna says. Not that liberated souls are same as me. Akshara Vichottamah, he says. Therefore, in all the worlds and in all the Vedas, I am celebrated as Purushottama. My name is Purushottam. Saying, will you read this?
Because I am transcendental beyond both the fallible and the infallible, and because I am the greatest, I am celebrated both in the world and in the Vedas as that supreme person.
So here, Prabhupada purport is short but very punching purport. Read this.
No one can surpass the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna, neither the conditioned nor the liberated soul. He is therefore the greatest of the personalities. Now, it is clear here that the living entities and the Supreme Personality of Godhead are individuals.
See, we are also called living entity, Lord is also called living entity, but He is supreme living entity. He is supreme amongst all the living entities. And then Papa is saying difference. What is the difference?
The difference is that the living entities, either in the conditioned state or in the liberated state, cannot surpass in quantity the inconceivable potencies of the Supreme Personality of Godhead.
So the living entity can never surpass that. For example, Lord can make Jupiter, Saturn, such planets you can put, but we can only put a Sputnik in orbit. Small Sputnik, right? The Lord can, create millions of universes, but we can only put one satellite around the Earth. The Lord can create moon. What can we do? We can create the sunlight. We can't do beyond that. Lord can create oceans. We can create swimming pool. God does big things. We do. America one man asked us, why does your God prepare such a big car? And a Jagannath car. Prabhupada said, see, God is big, He has a big car. You are small, you have a small car. Why are you envying God? He's the greatest person. He is the master of the whole universe, millions of universes. Yeah. So that's what he's saying that we are very tiny, we cannot imitate God. We can imitate in a very poor way, in a small way. Like Prabhupada was telling in Honolulu, one man said, Swamiji, what an amazing feat it is. Man is driving jumbo jet planes flying above the ocean. Just see how powerful it is. So Prabhupada said, see, do you agree that man has invested his brain to make these aeroplanes fly? Prabhupada asked. The man said, yes. Similarly, think how much more giant brain will be required to make so many birds fly. And that too, all types of God's greatness is not one-sided, it is two-sided, Prabhupada said. God can make a big eagle fly, he can make a small mosquito fly. Can your scientist make a mosquito to fly? Yeah, you can only make a big aeroplane, you cannot make a mosquito to fly. He said. So God can do both sides greatness. So therefore he says that God's insensible potencies are unimitatable. It is incorrect to think of the Supreme Lord and living entities as being on the same level or equal in all aspects. Actually, he underlined this and showed me. Just see, you should not think living entities can ever be equal to the Lord. It's a great offense to think like that. No. Imagine a prime minister or president of a country comes to a jail. If all the thieves say, hey, I think he has also become thief, he is with us. It's offensive. No? Or if all the thieves talk, it's, hey, because PM is inside the jail. What does it mean? I think we all have become PMs now. Both are offensive. Huh? Neither they can become PM, nor does PM become thief can. And PM comes into the jail voluntarily, sees all the thieves, and then gives a good speech or something, and then he goes out. He voluntarily comes, voluntarily goes. He's a free bird. He shouldn't be counted as one of the thieves. Huh? So conditioned soul equates a lot to other conditioned souls. It's a great offense. Avadanantimam, Krishna calls him Mudha. Prabhupada used to often quote this. If somebody says Krishna is like you and me, you Mudha. There is no such difference. So, then Prabhupada is saying, there is always a question of superiority and inferiority between the personalities. The word Uttama is very significant. No one can surpass the supreme personality of Godhead. So I was very pleased when I came across this section in the 15th chapter, which becomes a crystal clear understanding of God's supremacy over all, over all living beings. There is no one equal to him or greater. It's called Asama Urdhva. You heard this word? Asama Urdhva. It means there is no one equal to him, no one. He himself says that. Mata Paradram. So once this understanding dawns in our heart, then we have all the reason to surrender to Krishna completely. He is the supreme, he is the master, he is worthy of worship. He is beyond all. And Advai Sama Bonam, he is supreme. If he wants, he can control and crush us, but he will not do that because he is more loving and kind. He is the father of all and we are his part and parcel. So it's a very beautiful chapter, the 15th one called Purushottam Yoga. And Prabhu will complete the chapter. I think most part of it is finished. I think that one will complete. Thank you very much. Prabhupada ki jai. Prabhupada ki jai. I can take one question, 5 minutes. Yeah. You can give chance to congregation devotees first. In voice, I come and answer so many questions. I can give chance to others. Anybody else? Yeah. Someone that hand was up.
Anybody have a question?
This one I can get.
I don't.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, Dandal Pranam. Prabhuji, I have one question which is always like a confusing one for me. Like there will be new people when we are addressing our own, like within our communities and all. How much is it that we can share and what we cannot share within like in terms of information about Krishna or this kind of sessions about like what you shared today?
Yeah.
Is it something that can be shared with the newcomer or
it depends on
at what stage?
It depends on your conviction. Actually, very advanced things can be spoken to very new people sometimes, and it can deeply enter their heart and wake them up also. Provided we are deeply convinced about it, then we can speak. But sometimes we have a little fear that it may lead to rejection. They may reject and go away. Or they may, for example, I will tell you one example. One person comes from South India and he comes from a background where he has worshipped many devatas, all his life. So now he has become initiated devotee, he is a preacher, but he always feels that the word demigod he doesn't like. He says demigod looks like making the devatas inferior or something like that. And he said, I will only use the word devata. Yeah. So in one lecture, somebody asked him about demigod. He said, no, they are not demigod, they are devatas. He said, same meaning. But because he has some attachment to worshipping those devatas, he can't speak with conviction that all devatas are subordinate to Krishna. Yam Brahma Varunendra Rudra Madhudastvanmanti Divyastavai. That was says, very first line. Brahma, Varuna, Indra, Rudra, Agni, Vayu, everybody. They are subordinate to Lord. Same thing, we go to Tirupati, we recite this, no? Kamala Kajur Kakung Kamatodi Yadarunita Tulani Latano Kamalaya Dalota Naloka Pate Vijayi Bhava Venkatashai Satadurmukha Shanmukha Panchamukha Pramukha Kiladaiva Tamaulimane Sharanala Kavatsala Nidhe Parivadayamam Rishashailapate. They all are included. Chaturmukha, Shanmukha, Panchamukha. They all go to God of Krishna. Whenever there is a cosmic disturbance, all devatas go to Brahma. Brahma takes them to Dutta middle ocean, and they report to Lord Vishnu. So what is the difficulty in accepting? We can give innumerable instances like this from scriptures. So at the same time, if somebody is weak-minded and not fully convinced, even though one is initiated or one is in ISKCON for many years, then they should not try to explain the subject to newcomers about devatas. Because if they do, then they will find it difficult to convince them.
No, it's
No, I'm just giving an example. In the same manner, each of us, we can, our speaking to newcomers depends on our realization only. Yeah.
like I'll little elaborate. If it is not about devatas, it's only about Krishna.
Yeah.
And my firm conviction is that since it is about Krishna,
Yes.
and we don't know whether one person is coming for one session to us or whether that person is going to stay here with us for long.
Yeah.
My belief is that at least that the higher knowledge about Krishna should at least touch them.
Correct.
They should at least be introduced to it.
Yeah.
And after that, it is their free will whether to choose to listen to it or not.
Correct.
Is it right, Prabhuji, in thinking like that?
How you say what you say matters.
Yeah.
Right? No?
Because whatever we quote is basically from Prabhupada and
Even if you quote from Prabhupada, still I will tell you an example. How you say what you say matters. I will tell you an example. Now, somebody comes from a South Indian background. He has this one. What do you call it? Busman. He's a follower of naturally Shiva. Now, in your talk, we can say that, Shiva is an expansion of the Supreme Lord only. But he is very fond of worshipping the Supreme Lord by chanting Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Ram. He accepts Ganga on his head because he knows it is the Pranamrit of the Lord, like that. And you can also see that Shiva and the Lord have a very sweet relationship. He comes to meet Lord Krishna when he's a baby. In Vrindavan, he comes to see him. He assists the Lord in his pastimes. He drinks halahal, to please Lord Hari and to please all the jivas. In this way, in Madurai, if you go, Lord Vishnu is giving his sister Meenakshi in marriage to Shiva. So Shiva is accepting her hands. Kanyadan, the Lord is giving. Brother is giving his sister's marriage to Shiva. Is giving. So if you speak like this, even people who are worshippers of Shiva won't have much problem. Yes, sir. On the other hand, if in the whole lecture I am trying to hammer the point that Shiva is not God, he is never equal to Vishnu, is always subordinate. Those who think Shiva is supreme, they are supreme, Tamasika and things like that, then the whole, that ambience becomes surrounded by some unpleasant vibrations. So therefore I said, how we say what we say matters a lot. Same thing may be told in a different way. Like one example, I went to my Christmas. I was a Shaivite also. I come from Shaivite family. And I went to my Guru Maharaj's room. I said, Maharaj, The next 3 months I was planning to join the ashram full time. But here, all brahmacharis are saying I cannot chant this Gachibowli chant, this Rudram Chamakam Mandala I cannot chant. I can't keep a Shiva picture, they are saying. I asked the three devotees. So he said, no problem. You can keep Shiva's picture, you can chant Rudram Chamakam. Shiva deserves to be glorified. He's a very great personality. Really? Maharaj, it's diametrically opposite what they said and what you said. I'm very pleased, thank you so much. I was about to leave the room. He called me and said, you can keep Shiva picture, you can recite Rudram Chamakam, but there is no need, he said. When I asked why there is no need, I asked him. Then he said, see, if you water the root of the tree, do you have to separately water the leaves and the branches? Is there a need? He asked. I said, why need? Root is enough, I said. And Krishna is the root, he said. Krishna is the root of everything. That verse he was quoting, Mula Nishechanena, he said, so we don't have to water every leaf. So, and then when you chant Hare Krishna, Shiva is already pleased. He said, but still if you feel that you have some sentiments towards Shiva, and you want to keep the picture, then there's nothing wrong in that. He's Vaishnavanam. You have that understanding now. With that understanding, you can worship Shiva like what Prachetas did. They worship Shiva as a spiritual master. So look at this understanding, how wonderful it is. So that made me stick on. Now I am here today. Otherwise, if somebody put me off, I don't know whether I will be here. So how we say? Like we used to have a coupon in our Gachibowli temple, 40 rupees coupon. Those who come before Jayarada Madhava ending, they will get free coupon. And those who come later, they have to pay and buy. So there will be a fellow sitting with the table with the coupon. Here all the people are coming in queue, they have to give the coupon and the plate and they give them prasadam. So one fellow is coming with a plate without coupon. So one fellow asked him, coupon get there? क्या कूपन लाएगा ना लोग आते हैं नहीं चला तो चलो कूपन लेगा so this fellow became very offended. He said, what? Do you think we are beggars coming to your temple? We can eat in star hotel. I can spend 10,000 rupees and eat in a star hotel. I don't have to come here. He shouted and all people surrounded and he said, go on, President. I came running. I said, kya big crowd of people around. This fellow is doing a lot of drama, throwing tantrums. Because he wanted to show how important he is. He became a very horrible scene. Later on, I removed this word. I said, your way you say is not good. Then he put a very soft spoken word. Anybody comes to take a coupon, you take it. And then coupon, they don't have coupon in India. So the city said, he said, if you collect the coupon from him and drink it, then you can take the prasadam. He said, all right? All right. Let him speak. The way he will speak will be so sweet. So nobody would mind. He's saying the same thing only. But how you say? So that matters in communication, that's all. Your idea is good. You want to see that in the first go only people hear about Krishna and Krishna.
And it is not me speaking, Prabhuji. I wish to share videos of, like, suppose you speaking or Amrendra Prabhu speaking.
Yeah.
Is that okay or?
Yeah, actually it depends
Because
on
you all measure your words when you are speaking and you say it in such a nice way that it enters anybody's hearts.
See, one thing I tell you, in our preaching, somebody will be inspired and they may progress further. Somebody may get put off and go. But if you have given something right to them, it will go into their hearts and it will be ringing inside. Someday it will bring them back.
That's exactly the intention.
Yeah. And sometimes there are some sensitive devotees. They don't tell about all the spiritual things right in the first go. And we should not consider them to be baffling. That is another type of preaching. I would do that probably maybe one lecture or 2 lectures max. After that, we should come to the truth. Because the first 1 or 2 lectures can help them in preaching. But after that, we have to speak the truth. Otherwise, they will never come to know. They don't know what we represent and what we stand for.
We can't be defensive all the time. Sometimes we have to introduce.
Yeah, that is true. And that while introducing, we should remember their background, and very compassionately you have to introduce. That's the thing. But Vilanko is known for compassionate introduction. When he was invited to one college, the madam in the college was saying, his speech was so good, students were not ready to leave him. Actually, he was supposed to speak 1 hour, he took 2 hours. But students said, take 1 more hour, they said. We don't mind. But he had to go, therefore he had to go, she was telling. So he keeps the audience spellbound and entertains, cracks some jokes in between also. So, and he knows how to gradually inject the truth in 12 sessions. And at the end of the session, you find out in order. Bhakti. Yeah. See, rest of the sessions. Huh? What is that? Actually, Velan was going to continue the class now. See, now it is 7:30. I have given him only 45 minutes now.
One, when you believe in God and when you go to those places, wherever you go, God comes in and then we try to rescue. Recently, my daughter got admission in the Pune University
Okay.
and Plain University. And we don't know anything about Pune, and then mother and daughter went there and they were sitting there. We don't know anybody. All of a sudden, my wife saw Mataji was sitting there. And she went and then she asked, like, so where are you from? And she was American.
Okay.
And then her kid, she wanted to join in her university, that university, Pune. His name is Narayana. I think you know them.
I know them. Vrindavan who is his father. Yeah.
That's what actually I was talking with Mataji today.
Ah.
And she says, like, she needs your blessing, my daughter needs your blessing, because now we are moving to Pune.
Welcome.
She's moving.
Vilanko, they're moving to Pune. Take care of the family.
Let us
Thank you.
Hare Krishna. This time, this one.
Hare Krishna, let us thank this Radheshyam Prabhu, 3 loud enthusiastic Haribol. Prabhuji has traveled 1 hour to come here. He is going to travel back 1 hour again, almost. So much pain Prabhuji is taking to give his association to all of us. So let us again thank you. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. ज्ञानतिविरामस्य ज्ञानविलासाय चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। Hare Krishna, everybody can settle down. We'll finish in few minutes. I have one. Is Balwant over here? He's also here. Hare Krishna. So everybody please settle down. A little bit of planned program is remaining. So I'd like to share one thing here. Krishna has come, Supreme Lord Krishna has come to establish Dharma. Paritranaya, Vinashaya cha, Dharma Sansthapanarthaya, Samabhavati.
that is. So, was it easy or difficult for Krishna to establish dharma? Really? For God to establish dharma, is it difficult or easy?
Easy.
Really, it was easy?
For
You
Krishna.
are thinking, why is he asking like that? Is it difficult or is it easy? Is it difficult to say that, isn't it? Yeah. It's easy for him, but because he loves his devotees, sometimes it becomes difficult. Among the Pandavas also, Dharmaraj was very obedient and would very easily accept and would always choose the path of being virtuous, even if he is at loss. Bhima would smash anybody who comes on his way, but he is very obedient to his brother. Whatever Dharmaraj says, he will not go against him. Arjuna is very ferocious, very intelligent, great devotee, but again a follower of his brother. Right? Very. Nakul and Sahadev, they follow their brother, but they are very clear on what they want to do. They would argue, no. We have to do this war and kill these fellows. They don't deserve to be living. Dharmaraj will say, no, we have to follow the right steps to get there. Nakul and Sahadev, the only step is to kill them. Right? Draupadi is very clear, they all have to be finished because they have created a lot of decency. So just imagine Krishna coming to satisfy all his devotees to establish dharma. Is it easy or difficult? Very difficult. Because they are devotees only. They are all devotees only. But you have to satisfy them in a correct way. So look at this. I'm giving you an instance that Krishna says, okay, I will go and talk on your behalf. Right? Let us welcome His Grace Bhagavan Prabhu Sri Lord Haribol. I tell you the reason he is here. We are very happy that Prabhuji is here. Otherwise he is preaching in different communities at the same time. He is my very dear and inspiring Shiksha Guru, not once in a week, every day. If he is not there,
I came for different purpose.
No, you came to help me, help us. So Krishna goes to Hastinapur to negotiate. We all know that, Raibaram. And it's a long pastime, I'm not going to get into that. Now, Krishna doesn't stay in the palace, he instead prefers to stay in Vidura's house. You all know that pastime. Now, Krishna goes to Vidura's house, and you know the beautiful pastime of Vidura's wife giving the banana chika and throwing the banana down, and Krishna is eating. Vidura is wondering what's happening. That's love of a devotee that he's showing. Now, Kunti comes here. Kunti is in Vidura's house. She doesn't stay in Dhritarashtra's house because your sons are the enemies of my children, so I'm not going to stay. Very simple. So Dhritarashtra is very disturbed with that, but he can't do anything. It's a lady and she's staying, and so Kunti comes to Krishna and asks, Krishna, Kunti Maharani prayers, she's a devotee of Krishna. At the same time, there is an individuality also. There is a rasa. Kunti has a different rasa. She goes and asks Krishna, why have you come? Not in the sense like these words, but what is your plan, Krishna? Pandavas tell Kunti that you go and meet, Pandavas tell Krishna that you go and meet my mother because my mother has not seen us for 13 years. She is in separation. But you going to her will, give her solace and she'll feel very nice. She loves you, Krishna. Please go and tell her on our behalf that we are going good. So Krishna goes and tells Kunti, I've come here to meet you. I've come here to tell that. This Supreme Personality of God, remember, whom are we dealing with here? supreme, the cause of all causes, the Parameshwara, like Prabhuji said, all the devatas are following him. That personality is speaking to his devotee, Kunti. And he says, I've come to meet you. I've come to tell you that your children are doing good. Look at Kunti, she says, but what is your plan? Krishna, my dear, what is your plan? I have come here to discuss whether there can be peace. We want to give that chance. And Kunti says something that is unbelievable. She says, my sons, I'm a Kshatrani. I'm wife of Pandu, great Kshatriya. You are, sorry, my sons are Kshatriyas. They are not beggars. Krishna, I don't like what you're doing. Don't come and beg from these crooked people the kingdom that they have taken wrongly from my sons. My son should come and kill these fellows. Because I am a Kshatrani, I have given birth to Kshatriyas. Whom did you talk to? Did you not talk to Nakul and Sahadeva? It's like that. You have not spoken to Draupadi? She didn't ask that, in the conversation, if you read Mahabharata, Vyasadev's Mahabharata, she didn't ask that, have you spoken to Yudhishthira or Bhima or Arjuna? She said, have you not spoken to Draupadi or Nakul and Sahadeva? Because she knows that they are very clear. There is no mixture. Now just imagine. Dharma Sansthapanaya Sambhavami Yuge Yuge. This great personality is coming. And, to establish Dharma. And who is questioning her? His own devotee. Just imagine Krishna's situation, right? Bhagavatam starts with the prayers to Kunti. Right? That is the preface in which it starts. That is the importance Sukadeva Goswami is giving. It could have started with prayers of Narad Muni, it could have started with prayers of Vedavyas, it could have started with prayers of somebody, it can be. Right? But it is starting with the prayers of Kunti Mother. Right.
You will repent. Why am I telling this? And then of course Krishna answers her, my dear mother. I mean, in our language in today's day and time, just like that going and telling them that peace is there. Don't worry, war will happen. Don't worry. He told the same thing to Draupadi also, multiple times. Draupadi, every person in that assembly who was part of the scene that happened there and did not react to it, their wives will mourn, on their dead bodies for sure. This is my assurance to you. That is Krishna. Krishna means no compromise, right? But he is not in the mood of Lord Rama also. If Lord Rama was there, there was no visit to Hastinapur. Smash with Hastinapur, Khatam. But it's Krishna. As the time passes, he gives that much time and so he is dealing with Kunti, he is dealing with Nakul Sahadeva, he is dealing with Duryodhan, he is dealing with Bhishma, he is dealing with Drona, he is dealing with Karna, he is dealing with so many different characters. And okay, dealing with inimical people is easy. You know how to behave with them, how to behave with devotees. Right? Because every devotee has a different rasa also. And Krishna is respecting that. The beauty of God is He respects and He appreciates everybody's nature. Right? So, with Janmastami coming, one of our goals should be, how should I develop my love towards Krishna? Because He is in all our hearts, as Paramatma, and He is also the Parama Purushottam, the original Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is calling us back. And He is coming again and again and appearing. Year after year is appearing.
He doesn't need to celebrate a birthday. But because we like to celebrate birthday, he is also, okay, celebrate mine also. At least that way I'm part of your life. Right? For Krishna, every day there is no birth for Krishna. What are you talking about? Birthday of Krishna. There is no appearance day of Krishna. He's already appearing here. Vigraha. Right? But we still celebrate. So when we are preaching also, Mataji was asking a question sometime back. When we are preaching also, we have to deal with every single person in a very different way. And that responsibility we will feel when we start preaching on Krishna's behalf. Like when I start a session, I have learned from this from a Siksha Guru, who is here also, Parliament Prabhu. We go in a pattern, very important. And who gives that pattern and that intelligence? Not here. He guides. There are so many times I typed a message, I deleted it. Because I don't think this message is right for this group. Very clear. You all agree with this? Yeah? But who is giving me that intelligence? My passionate nature is saying, dark message. My reply to that fellow, I'll smash him with a verse, point number, purport also. And I'll send a follow-up lecture of Shubhilas Prabhu, Gauranga Prabhu, Radheshyam Prabhu, tu to bari ho gaya tu. That's my passionate nature. But Krishna is telling the background, Nilanandas, I know your reality, but you are serving my guests. The people who are coming there are Krishna's guests. Krishna is calling those living entities into that room, not you. My face value, everybody will run away. But he is sending. Then he gives that intelligence to one person in that room, who is a preacher. If you take up that role of a preacher, then you'll understand how difficult it is to deal with every single person sitting in the audience. Right? So, whoever is the preacher, support him. Support him in the way that he needs or she needs. Because sometimes, even if you remember when we start the SSR batch, one of the process that we do is we call everybody who has subscribed. Many people have done DCS work. Right? So one of the things that I told everybody to, I'm like, "Oh, how can you say that?" I told them, you ask them, do they belong to any other center? Do they? ISKCON only. We are all one family, Vasudeva Kutumbakam. But do they belong to any other family? They say, yes, I am coming from Kukatpalli, I am going to Mahashingha Prabhu's class, I am going to Prem Kirtan Prabhu in Avid's class. Immediately we tell them, so Prabhuji, you can leave this group. Why? Why can't a devotee be allowed to be in the group where preaching is happening? Why? Because that preacher there is managing their expectations and grooming them in a way that they will go forward. Krishna is working through that guru, giving the philosophy. Right? If I sit here and make a statement or share a lecture which will destroy the 5 years of work done by another preacher, that's disservice. Right? So we have to be very, very careful about how we handle new people also, existing devotees also, advanced devotees also, name it. For example, in Radheshyam Prabhu, the way he spoke here is one kind of dealing. Right? The same Radheshyam Prabhu, one day morning he called me and gave me a peace of mind. And Prabhuji was also there in that one morning. I conference him. We both got a piece of mind. And that Ugra Rupa, if you want to see, you will know who is Radheshyam. At the same time, our respect for him went up a lot after that call because he respected our individuality also. My individuality and Prabhuji's individuality. And he explained individually, at an individual level, that this is what you did wrong. Don't do this again. There can be little change in our understanding. Okay, I think like this, I think, but when Shiksha Guru is speaking, shut your mouth. Just shut your mouth because he has handled So many, bachas like me. Yesterday he was sitting here, he was speaking. He is the one who inspired Gaur Gopal Prabhu to come to Krishna consciousness. How many of you know that? He doesn't speak all these things. Who all is inspired? If you hear the list of people, that Prabhuji is catering to, you can't even imagine. We don't know how fortunate we are. If you're sitting here and telling my name, it's only to encourage me. Bhag mat jana, Krishna karma rehna. That's all. Don't think he's glorifying me or somebody here. He's very elevated Vaishnava. And he handles so many Vaishnavas. And remember, every word that he spoke is to serve this community, not for him to become popular. Only to serve this community. But that also it does in a very respectful way. Like Krishna respectfully deals with Kunti. He says, don't worry, you are Kshatrani, you are Children of Kshatriyas, they will smash everything. Just allow me to do some Raibara. Let me go and do some Raibara. Satsang is also a Raibara only. In a way, Satsang is also like a Raibara means dealings. How do you attract people to come? So there is a pace in which we introduce philosophy. Who is introducing? Preacher. One source, one place. And Krishna is giving that intelligence to him how to do. He will fail or pass is not in his hands also. Karmanyavadikaraste mapaleshu ma karma phalaheturva mate sangostu karmani. Do your service. Don't expect results. You might have 50 people sitting. After the session, 50 people will leave, they'll never come back again. That's okay. So what did you lose or gain in this situation? You did your service. That's all. Somebody might think, you should have done like this, they would have stayed. No, that's not in your hands. Because somebody else did something else, still they did not stay. Right? So when we are doing service, focus on the service to the best of your sincerity and learn this from your Siksha Guru. Whenever there is a difference of opinion, which is going to be there, because we are all individuals. I'm sure many of you may not agree with what I'm saying today, and that's okay. We're all individuals. That's how Krishna made all of us. Achintya, Veda, Veda, completely. My God, see, this for the sake, if I become God, I'll make everybody like me only. Everybody has to listen to me only, because I don't want to argue or spend time with anyone. But Krishna is not like that. He made everybody different. And from there he creates mellows and so many varieties, so many things he does. That's why he's such a merciful, compassionate God. Sri Krishna Bhagavan ki Jai. So Janmastami is coming. And how many of you have seen the Rath Yatra videos, all the videos? Yeah, very good. Lakshmikant Prabhu has made those videos. 3 Haribols. Please subscribe to his channel. Please help. I took up this topic because I want to say one thing. Hare Krishna.